first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Vasquez. Ebron caught left side. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Vasquez. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now let's go. 3,
They go play action. It's Rosen. On the left side, a catch by White. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Rosen off the play action. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A'Shawn Robinson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch QB drop! Watch QB drop! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Third and long here for Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. Green 30.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vasquez. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Kane, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
3-19. Gone.
On second down, Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Play action here with Rosen. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Gone.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
On play action, Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
3-19. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Rosen. The middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Rosen to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He spins free. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing on 1st down. Vasquez toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Hines on a toss play. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky
Rosen looking to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Douglas got it, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. And if you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you're going to have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the play. Yeah. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. On first down, Vasquez got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
On first and 10, Vasquez. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Vasquez. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Green 39, green 39.
Off play action. Vasquez. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Kindici. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Caught by Nelson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Rosen. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the win. Gun, gun.
On first down, it's Rosen. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, as time expires in the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Rosen will throw, and he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, here's Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Rosen on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On second down, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go! 319! 319! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Vasquez. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake, Vasquez. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Set. Blue line.
They'll run it with Johnson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go to Johnson again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Vasquez. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Hines, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. Dumping it off for Johnson. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On play action, Rosen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Willie Henry with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Rosen to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he's got a moonwalk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah,
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vasquez. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
Now let's
tick,
go.
tick.
Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Here's Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 23 yards on the play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throwing on first down, Vasquez. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vasquez finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. This is Hines, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And his kick is indeed good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Colts, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
1,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts had turned to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Put the cheese in your dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs, we live swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I make the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, forever taking that. 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, forever taking that. Shame on the 3